eu sei que amanhã tem mais, que a gente muda e continua a sonhar, aprendendo. De manhã não sei como começar, tantas emoções antigas no mesmo lugar. Ando devagar para não cair, mais de 1000 abismos me esperam no jantar, aprendendo.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Please rise and remain standing for the presentation of our colors by our Lancer JROTC Color Guard. The colors are comprised of Cadet Major Nafisha Hossein, Cadet Staff Sergeant Layla Mead, Cadet Private Awan Newman, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Caitlin Panetta, and First Sergeant Madison Phillips. Performing our national anthem will be by our McQueen Band, Orchestra, and Choir students, led by Mr. Pierce, Mr. Baker, and Mr. Williams. Thank you, and you may be seated. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the McQueen graduating class of 2023. My name is Ryan Jurish, and I am the 2023 Senior Class President. I will be serving tonight as your Master of Ceremonies. As we begin, we would like to take a moment to recognize and thank our distinguished guests who are with us this evening. First, we would like to thank our Washoe County School Board of Trustees and leadership, beginning with School Board President Elizabeth Smith, School Board Vice President Dr. Diane Nicolette, School Board Clerk Joe Rodriguez, Trustee Jeffrey Church, Trustee Colleen Westlake, and Trustee Alexander Woodley. Our district leadership team members, beginning with Superintendent Dr. Suzanne Einfeld, Chief Accountability Officer Joe Ernst, and Associate Chief Lauren Ford. Next, we want to recognize our senior class and student body officers. As I said, I'm Ryan Jurish, Senior Class President. In addition, Student Body President Carmina Agubat, Senior Class Vice President Maddie Lancaster, Student Body Vice President Olivia Christensen, Senior Class Secretary and Treasurer Kira Crokin, Student Body Secretary and Treasurer Jasmine Valencia, Senior Class Historian Drew Haltom, Student Body Historian Peyton Kester, and Senior Class Senators Bella Vespi and Karen Chong. We would also like to recognize our school administration, beginning with our principal, Mr. Friedman Holbrook, and our assistant principal, Christy Amundsen, Dan Schreiber, Bryce Shilroy, and Dean of Students, Carl Legrone. We want to thank our McQueen teachers, counselors, and support staff for all that they have done in our time as Lancers. We want to thank our friends and families who could be with us here tonight and who have always supported us to reach this point. And lastly, we want to extend a special thank you to the faculty of our elementary and middle schools who have helped us pass to McQueen. Starting with Elmcrest, Grace Warner, Mamie Tolles, Melton, Westergaard, Winnemucca, and Vardai Elementary Schools. Along with Billinghurst and Clayton Middle Schools. We appreciate all the staffs of these schools have done for us along the way, and we would not be here without them. Now, as your senior class president, I would like to take a moment to share my reflections and thoughts for the class of 2023. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ryan Jurish, and for those of you who do, you know I'm pretty good at math. English, on the other hand, I struggle a bit with, especially when it comes to grammar and spelling. So we can all thank my sister, who has reread this 50 times, and let me know that bestis isn't actually a word. First, I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through every crazy idea I had and always believing in me. Thank you for being the most loving people I know and always working so hard to support Emma and I. I'd also like to thank McQueen staff and coaches for always pushing me to be the best person, student, and athlete I can be. I don't think I would be up here today without a few of you. Well, enough about the adults. Today is about us and everything we've accomplished. I mean, we did spend the last 4 years, well, 3, 2.5. We spent a significant amount of time working for this day. We worked so hard and grown so much together. As much as this day is about looking towards the future, I want us to look to our past. I want you to think of a moment when you were just enjoying life and didn't have a worry in the world. Whether it be playing sharks and minnows under the rainbow tarp in elementary school, playing tug of war at Billinghurst Assemblies, or even making s'mores in Mr. Peterson's chemistry class. As we move forward in the next steps of our lives, I want you to remember the little things. Enjoy the things and people that make you smile. We get so caught up in our day-to-day lives, it's important to take a step back and appreciate every day we get. I'd like to give you all a tip. Don't get caught up in the titles. Senior class president, valedictorian, captain, Ivy League CEO. Don't get me wrong, these are titles of extraordinary things, but you have to remember there's a story behind each one, and you're the author of that story. You're in charge of your own life, and you decide where the story will take you. Don't stress or obsess over the title, and focus on enjoying the journey it took for you to get there. With that, I want to tell you, as much of a cliche as it is, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay not to know what you're doing after high school. It's okay not to know what you're doing tomorrow, or at the end of summer, or even what you're doing a year from now. It's okay to not have everything figured out. I mean, that's the point of the next couple years of our lives. They're for making memories, relationships, mistakes, learning from those mistakes, and seeing where the moment takes you. Coming from someone who doesn't like change and always wanted to have a plan, make life spontaneous. Take that trip you always wanted to take. Learn that language you always wanted to learn. Ask out that boy you've always liked. It's okay to not know what you're doing as long as you're doing something to better yourself and your situation every day. So, if you take anything from my 3 minutes of fame up here, don't rush to worry about the future. Trust me, it'll always be there. Live presently and enjoy every moment you have on this earth. Thank you. And with that, I would now like to introduce the class of 2023 Student Body President, Carmina Aguibat.
All right. Good evening, McQueen's class of 2023. Can you hear me all right? Is it good? All right. It's great to see everyone together for what will be the last time. During graduation speeches, most speakers talk about the past and the future. They walk the crowd through memories of the past and try to impart wisdom onto the graduates about the future. But I want to take this opportunity to speak to all of you about the present. I'm sure we all know the old saying that time flies by fast. This fact feels even more true as we sit in this room with our caps and gowns on. Seniors, just last week, we all went to our old elementary schools to do our grad walks. We marched down the hallways decked out in our graduation cords and medals as the kids cheered us on. It feels just like yesterday when we were those little kids. We were excited to get out of class for the last 30 minutes of the day and see the seniors from the local high school. We were absolutely starstruck when one of them would give us a high five and we're desperate to get them to sign our t-shirts. It's crazy to consider that we were those kids at one point, and now we're getting ready to start the rest of our lives of independence and adulthood. For most of us, the memories between being those young elementary schoolers and graduation feel like one big blur. Perhaps we have a few memories of our first middle school crush or how awkward we were during our freshman year homecoming. Other than that, we can't confidently say that we took in most of the moments of our childhood. Our minds were often preoccupied with the next English essay, taking the next math final, and just getting through the hectic week. Upon reflection, I'm sure that most of us wish we took in the moments of the present much more. That's why I want all of us to promise ourselves that from now on, we will live in the present. And I don't mean that you should do crazy things and never consider potential repercussions. I certainly do not want to be held liable for all the crimes that you guys may commit. What I actually mean is to take small steps to be more engaged in the things around you. Make sure to fully engage and be thoughtful in every conversation you have with your loved ones. Take a second to pause and focus on a sunset or focus on the lyrics to your favorite song. Find ways to be excited each and every day. At the end, just make sure that your brain is filled with real and vibrant memories of your family, friends, and everything you love. As we speak of taking in every moment, I just want to reflect on a few memories that have defined our senior class. There's Aaron Hansen's game-winning field goal. Yeah, give a round of applause for Aaron. Right. And Brendan Bowser's dramatic monologue for theater's rendition of A Midsummer Night's Dream. There's Jaden Legrone's record-breaking 100-meter hurdles. And Ella Rose's emotionally potent recitation of Poetry Out Loud. There's our baseball team's senior night being plagued by heavy hail. Yeah, I guess we don't need a round of applause for that if it's kind of a bummer. And Lillian Defenbach and Kyler Timmerman winning prom queen and king. There's Zach Wells grilling in the back of his truck during lunchtime. And someone bringing a snake into our senior assembly. All of these moments have made our senior year whole, and now we get to add one final memory to define our journey: graduation. Before we depart, I want all of us to take this time to consider just how lucky we are to have attended McQueen High School. When we all set foot on McQueen on the first day of freshman year, we all expected it to be just like the movies. In my head, I pictured to have all the dramatic scenes from High School Musical, the social hierarchy of Mean Girls, and the teenage drama of Glee. But we quickly learned that McQueen is nothing like the movies. In fact, it's much better than them. That's because in McQueen, holding the door open on Monday morning is just as important as scoring the game-winning touchdown on Friday night. This is a place where everyone matters and where you can unapologetically be yourself. Usually, at the end of these speeches, the speaker takes a minute to thank all of the people who have supported them through their journey. But I would like to extend that same privilege to the rest of the class of 2023. So right now, I'd like all of you to stand up. That's right, this is the last command you're getting from your student body president, and you could consider an executive order. All right. See, thank you. Right. Now I want all of you to face the people who have supported you through this journey. These can be your parents, your friends, your teachers, or your coaches. All right. All right, can we give them one final round of applause? right, please be seated, everyone. Now, all of you guys know me as a very emotional person, but I promised I wouldn't cry when giving this speech, so I will hold back on that. McQueen High School, thank you for letting me serve as your student body president. It has been the greatest privilege and honor. There is truly no other place I'd rather be than the school upon a hill. Now, be kind to each other out there, Lancers, and stay true to a Lancer Bloom. And with that, I'd like to introduce you to our class of 2023 Salutatorian, Bodie Cohen.
Good evening, Lancer families, staff, and students. I'm fortunate and honored to speak to you all here. I was told to be funny, memorable, to be an inspiration, and to give a speech you would all like to listen to, so here it goes. Welcome to your future. We all made it and have everything to look forward to. Whether it might be off to college, the military, or work, it will be as amazing as you want it to be. I want to start with all of the thank yous because yes, I really do appreciate all of my teachers, my family, and especially my friends and fellow students for being with me along the way. My parents, both mom and dad, have helped me the most. They have supported me in every way imaginable and have never given up on me for anything. They have supported both my successes and my challenges. Now on to all my amazing coaches. I'm lucky to have been a part of 2 great programs in our football and track teams. Between both sports, there's really no way to pick favorites. I appreciate and love all of my coaches equally, except maybe Coach Pat. He rises slightly above. Coach Pat, thank you for teaching me to jump high, jump far, and dream big. I cherish these memories and lessons I've gained from my coaches, the support and encouragement, and my peers, my teammates, and all of my friends. I'm incredibly lucky to have all of you. As we started this journey, my friends and I were learning together and just as ignorant as we could be. But they have taught me many of the most valuable lessons. Having good friends has reassured me that I will have people to trust far into the future. I will continue to make connections with many different people, but I'm leaving high school with friends for life. On top of the lessons I have learned and the people I have met, high school has many memories of things I will never experience again, like all my well-spent time in Lancers Excel. Yes, the 5 minutes this year were incredibly impactful. I know my fellow students share these feelings, so I believe it's important to reminisce. Knowing that each and every student has had a different path, it's hard for me to say what we should pick and choose, so I'll leave that up to you all. I know for sure I'll remember all my ChatGPT skills and all the napping I was able to do after school. On a more serious note, I think it's far more important to cherish and learn from these memories and experiences. We love our parents, grandparents, and those who have cared for us and watched over us. They have helped us get this far, but today we face challenges that have never been experienced before. One of the most significant problems for all of us students is the fragility of our democracy, the deep divisions in our belief systems, and the seemingly insurmountable political and social divides that we face in the coming years. It is our duty, whatever career we choose, and however we further our education, to try to bring people together again as Americans. Our teachers have taught us about our system of government. Our teachers have taught us about our system of government. It is our obligation to take this knowledge and create a better community, country, and a better world. What is in the books now is not our reality. I promise our generation can heal this division. You can remember McQueen fondly, but our future depends on us all digging deep, finding common ground, and working together for a better future. Thank you for listening and allowing me to be a part of this memory. Have a great life, everyone. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to our McQueen High School class of 2023 valedictorian, Nathan Mamro.
Good evening to you all. Have you ever listened to a speech so captivating that you thought to yourself, wow, no one can top that? Well, just 2 years ago, my brother also delivered his valedictory speech for this same school. It was good, so when I was preparing my speech, I thought about just recycling his speech. Just kidding, our teachers would call that plagiarism. But I'm still going to top his right now. As I stand before you today, my heart is overflowing with gratitude to everyone who helped us. To every parent, grandparent, teacher, staff member, and respected guest of honor, I give my humble thanks. Your support compelled us to be better. I am also so grateful to my own parents, who are immigrants from the Philippines. My mom, as a former valedictorian herself, has been a constant source of wisdom and unconditional love for me. Above all, I thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for sustaining me day after day. He is the anchor of my life. Jesus Christ completely changed my life, and he can change yours too. To most of us, graduation day is bittersweet, for it is when we part with our beloved teachers and friends. Our teachers ask us to bring tissue boxes at the beginning of each school year, whereas they should ask us to bring them on graduation day. We have shared so many memorable experiences together. We fondly remember when Drew Haltom went to Rayleigh's at the end of our history class and brought us a cake. That was a delightful surprise after all those draining weeks of AP exams. Also, I'll never forget the day 2 of you were playing around in our physics class, and you broke a leg off a table. You tried to hide it, but all the students saw you. Don't worry, I won't say your names. Well, we had humorous moments like this, but we also faced setbacks and challenges. I endured many difficulties, and I lost my dear cousin to a sudden illness. One of you battled depression for years. Another one of you had to move from state to state more than 5 times, and still another was a victim of bullying. Fortunately, with the help of our families, these 3 friends of mine have conquered their adversities. I drew encouragement. I drew encouragement from their calmness and dignity as they went through their struggles. This, coupled with my faith, enabled me to overcome my own struggles. Indeed, if your faith is stronger than anything that comes against you, nothing can defeat you. As we enter this new season of our lives, I would like to ask you, do you dream of a rewarding future? Well, as the saying goes, your rewards in life are determined by the problems you solve for others. Class of 2023, you are destined to do something for the world. You are destined to solve problems for others. So let us look beyond ourselves and reach out to those in need, for in due time, rewards will flow into our lives. We may not be able to change the world, but each of us can change the life of one person. Whatever you've been through, whether good or bad, was meant to prepare you for your destiny. All in all, I am forever grateful to whoever invented high school. High school is like the ocean, with high tides and low tides, with ups and downs. But would I do it again? Absolutely. I would do it again with every heartbeat. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our faculty speaker, Ms. Moore.
Hi. I brought a larger copy because my eyes aren't working as well as they used to, so some of you know that. Hello, my fellow teachers and McQueen staff. I see a bunch of you guys over there who are in attendance tonight, members of the school board, Superintendent Enfeld, Principal Holbrook, friends and families of the graduates, and most importantly to you guys, the amazing class of 2023. I really do love this class. This is a special class. And the way I know that is because I've never agreed to speak at graduation before. Not that I haven't been selected, because I have a couple times, but I've been here 23 years, so it's not a lot, but I've never wanted to. And for you guys, I was like, I have to. It felt like a have to. So when I did find out I was selected to be your faculty speaker, my first reaction was total fear. Teenagers I get. I love hanging out with you guys in class. I love teaching you. I love spending time with you daily. But the thought of speaking to all of you, parents, and you guys is a little bit more daunting. And everyone's like, oh, you're a teacher. It's fine. You got this. I'm like, no, I teach 35 at a time. Like, not thousands, but I don't know how many are here. I don't want to know. Too scary. I'm also a bit unsure if I can stick to my script. I've already gone off twice. Those of you that have had me as a teacher know I can't always stay on task, and often one of my famous things I always say in class is to make a long story short, and it's rarely ever short and often not even relevant. So so I'm going to try not to do that. I'm going to promise to do my best here tonight because in all honesty, I'm incredibly honored and humbled to be chosen by the class of 2023 to speak tonight, so thank you. Thank you. The last 4 years have been tough. There were times with COVID, war, and a myriad of national tragedies where I questioned my place in this profession. But it was always kept me going, honestly, is you guys, the students. Your kindness, your humor, your resilience is why I'm standing here today. I don't think of teaching as a job. Don't get me wrong, it can be stressful. Some of you are incredibly stressful. Frustrating, some of you are very frustrating. Some who can never come to class on time, I don't know what that's about. Exhausting, but it's also the most rewarding profession, and I honestly can't imagine doing anything else. Many of you have become my friends. Some of you I've had to mother, mostly boys, but I don't know what that is, why that is, but mostly the boys. I've even been a therapist from time to time, which is something I would not say I'm qualified to do in any way, shape, or form. But through it all, I've always felt a sense of family with the class of 2023, not just towards me, but to each other. High school, in my opinion, is all about relationships. I think if you can build relationships with one another and teachers, your experience is so much better. The relationships you build in and out of the classroom. Many of you have been part of a sport, a club, music, theater, etc., where you have met lifelong friends. Some of you have known each other since you were little kids in the elementary schools that they mentioned earlier, or even preschool. It's a community, it's a family. It may include the weird uncle you don't particularly love, or the crazy second mom, that would be me, that you didn't know you needed, but it's a family. Families are kind to one another, and teenagers are incredibly kind. The class of 23, I think you guys are one of the kindest classes that I've ever had the pleasure of teaching. And I'm going to give you an example. Why that is, well, clap for yourselves first. That's huge. I see it multiple times a day, every single day. I have a sign in my room that says work hard and be nice, and I feel like you guys have done that more than others. You have shown tremendous kindness through acceptance of one another. I personally have felt kindness from you all. This generation, and more specifically this class, can teach us all in the world how to respond to differences. I have been very impressed with your character and treatment towards one another. Not always, you're not perfect, nobody's perfect, but in general, you guys are so, I want you to hold on to this because you are so respectful of each other, and I think that is something that us, I know me as an older generation, can learn from. As you move on with your lives after high school, please don't ever lose this amazing quality because it truly does set you apart from previous classes and frankly, generations. So it's a huge, huge thing. If you guys know me, which a lot of you do, I had a lot of seniors this year and juniors previously, so I know a lot of you. You know I don't sugarcoat. I kind of just tell it how it is. It's not always pretty, I realize, but life is not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. That's what I wrote. Read that. I need to read. Stick to it. You will have to navigate bumps in the road and overcome adversity. That is life. But one thing your class has in abundance that will help you through anything is humor. This is my favorite part about this class, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, you're kind, but oh my God, you guys are funny. I've laughed so much this year, sometimes I wish I wasn't laughing because I know the right thing was to correct you in some way, shape, or form, but I can't, I just couldn't. So I just sometimes like, oh, I didn't hear that, I don't know what they said. I've laughed so much. I've had a large group of students, boys, and for some reason mostly baseball players. I see a lot of you right here. And lacrosse, sorry, I don't want to leave you out. There's some football in there. There's a bunch of athletes who have spent a lot of time in my classroom, and I'm not really sure why. They're in there a lot on times when I'm like, where do you belong? But for one reason or another, they've been in my room. They have made me realize two things, which I'm going to take with me when raising my own son. Number one is that boys love to make their best buddies the butt of their jokes. Something girls just do not do. Girls, we don't make fun of each other and then like all giggle. Like that's odd. Why would we do that? But then the second thing, which is just about their character and the humor, is that even when they've done this, and they've just roasted each other to ways where I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe those two are friends based on what I just witnessed or heard. Then the next minute they love each other and would do anything for one another. And to me, that's kind of like a family. Again, going back to my theme of family. Like, I don't know, I say things to my husband a lot that I probably shouldn't say, but of course I love him, my children, right? Many of the girls in this class, to get to the girls, have come to my aid. I kind of feel like you guys are my protectors. And some of you know who you are, like, you're like, oh, Miss Moore, just come over here. Like, just, You guys have helped me in countless times with a variety of things, have asked for my advice, have protected me when classes got too rowdy, and always with a smile, no different than family. So please, please keep a sense of humor as you navigate through the often rough waters of life. Humor will always serve you well, for sure. This class, I know a lot of you have had some tragedies, have experienced your share of challenges, but you guys have taken it in stride with resilience, kindness, and humor. Just a few weeks ago, I'm sure you all remember, we unfortunately experienced another school shooting threat over social media. And on what started out as a sad, somber day at McQueen High School, there was very few students. Teachers were kind of like, here we go, like what are we supposed to do? Turned into a day that I honestly won't soon forget. My 5th period class consisted that day of 9 students. I counted you guys. So I normally have 30-something, so we decided to play Uno. Some of you are remembering. This is not remarkable, I realize. Playing Uno on a day when there are 9 students is not remarkable, but what's moving and what stuck with me and will always stick with me is how these 9 people, many of them who were not friends and most likely had never spoken before, maybe in my class once or twice, maybe never at all, they circled their desks in a big circle and they laughed as they actually got to know each other. Not one student was left out. There was no one sitting in the corner on their cell phone, staring. They were together. And I'm sure this was not a significant event for the students who were playing Uno and were present, but I'm here to tell you that it was. And it shows why this class is special and why you guys are kind and like a family. And I think you really need to keep that going forward, even if you don't speak to one another till the 10-year reunion. Just kind of keep that feeling of kindness and inclusiveness. Moving on from high school, although super exciting, it can be pretty scary. A lot of you have shared this with me, that you have some fears. That's normal. But I'm certain the class of 2023 will take on life with grace and dignity. To quote Alicia Keys, you already have everything you need inside of you right now today. And I believe that is true for this class. With a class of this character, those words could not be more true. Please go out into this world and make a difference. Be kind, laugh, show future generations the path, show old generations the path. Be inspirational. I saw a social media post recently. It was on Facebook. By the way, you're all going to join Facebook. You think it's old for old people. Guess what? You've officially become a Facebook user, so I expect to see some friend requests. Yeah, it's not once you graduate, it's when it happens. I saw this post on Facebook. One of the hardest things, this is what it said, one of the hardest things about being a teacher that no one else thinks about is that you make a little family and then you say goodbye every single year. I don't want to say goodbye to the class of 2023, so instead, goodbye for now. Congratulations, class of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. Now, please draw your attention to our choir, band, and orchestra members who will be performing I'm Still Standing. No, you guys, no. They're still standing. band and orchestra students. And now, we need her. And now our student body president, Carmina Aguilar, will introduce our senior class video.
It is my honor to present to you the senior slideshow produced by Drew Haltom, our senior class historian. This video documents the defining memories and the unique personality of the class of 2023. This video will be what we watch to reminisce on our high school days and show our children when we talk to them about our childhood. Now, please sit back and enjoy. was an incredible video. Please stand so we could give you a round of applause. I would like to now introduce you to our principal, Freeman Hallbrook.
Good evening. Since the first graduating class in 1984, McQueen High School has lit a candle at graduation. This candle symbolizes light and knowledge. The light represents illuminating the darkness and allows us to see more clearly through our life's path. With the light that guides us, we can obtain the knowledge and understanding that we will be gained through our journey and never taken away from us. Please take this light with you as you move forward in life, knowing that you can be a light to others as you progress in your personal quest for excellence. Class of 2023, it is with great pride and humility that I stand in front of you saying thank you. Thank you for being the most resilient and talented class to ever come out of Nevada. We have all been through so much over the past few years, but you guys had to do it as a child. And now you are ready for anything that comes your way as an adult. McQueen High School is rich in tradition, and as a community, you are the focal point in continuing success and building what it means to be a Lancer for life. Each of you brings individual talents that this world is lucky to have. Always remember to use those talents for good, and you will succeed in the next steps in life. The reward of a thing well done is to have done it. In class of 2023, you have all done it. Superintendent Enfield and members of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to present to you the Robert McQueen High School Class of 2023. These students have fulfilled all the provisions required by the Washoe County School District's board policies and administrative regulations, the Nevada Administrative Code, and the Nevada Revised Statutes. This accomplishment allows them to participate in this graduation ceremony. Seniors, please prepare to come forward for individual recognition. Will the first two rows rise and proceed backstage? Presentation of diplomas to graduates will be Washoe County School District Board of Trustees, announced by teachers Ryan Clark and Lindsay Lavely.
Nathan Stephen Mamorel.
Bodie Cohen.
Tegan Lorenz.
Jack Sheltra.
Tilly Bell Bati.
Emily Mayes.
Esme Gonzalez.
Matthew Warnick.
Joy Na.
Kyler Timmerman.
Alyssa Stoikowski.
Adriana Rios.
Ryan Jurisic.
Carmina Aglubat.
Drew Houghton.
Lillian Defabak.
Kalila Morfin.
Olivia Christensen.
Piper Perkins.
Cora Gibson.
Nadia Romero Loya.
Devin Alder.
Adi Babera.
Esteban Ariola Nunez.
Kayla Lawrence.
Dylan Anderson.
Areli Valdez.
Jackson Bain.
Peter Palmer.
Liam Reed.
Mason Bassett.
Anaya Warnick.
Haley Wortham.
Ashley Lorenzo.
Kelby Elizabeth Lane Hilliard.
Ruth Elliott Ontiveros.
Eric Tebby.
Kenna Ashton.
Elise Juliana Thomas.
Jasmine Valencia.
Jasmine Rodriguez.
Jaden Valencia.
Delaney Alexis Carthen.
Preston Harn.
Alessandra Coons.
Aaron James Hardy II.
Sarah Fahami Marich.
Abigail Leisure.
Madeline Lancaster.
Lyric St. Mary.
Abigail Thorkeldson.
Lewis St. Mary.
Ethan Earl.
Brian Angel McKenzie.
Kira Claudio.
Anna Lane.
Isabella Vestby.
John Henson.
Angelo Galindo.
Daryl Gumagai.
Giovanni Richson.
Rose Zhao.
Landon Tessier.
Aubrey Fanene.
Roman Perini.
Talia Asasua Valenzuela.
Sophia Rossman.
Anisha Alam.
Michael Aguirre.
Ella Rose Below.
Dylan Maple.
Kayla Morale Gench.
Frankie Riley.
Monica Folks.
Vincenzo Ciccolone.
Jacqueline Daly.
Sam Knoll.
Celestine Smith.
Wyatt Culbertson.
Malaya Sawyers.
Emma Waters.
Ty Luck.
Quincy Kendrick.
Dominic Munoz Robles.
Madison Brashears.
Andrew Giovanni Varela.
Kate Olson.
Mario Martinez.
Taylor Dean.
Braid Antonio Chavez.
Isaac Ludwig.
Ashley Mason.
Lucas Waltz.
Jasmine O'Fontrin.
Riley Alland.
Kendra Nolan.
Madeline Fallon.
Jennifer Adeline Barajas.
Ethan Griffin.
Jamima Zara Tabassum.
Tommy Coombs.
Sajira Hemingway.
Elena Wagner.
Natalie Ortega.
Jocelyn Boop.
Jaden Almond.
Cadence Krasinski.
Ryder Dutil.
Ethan McNamara.
Levi Wayne Frank.
Go ahead. Levi, go. Go ahead. Madeline Macadera.
Haley Yates.
Isabella Alosi.
Chantel Eunice Hurtado Corral.
Paige Pensati.
Nikayla Henderson.
Good job, good job. Olivia Barclay.
Haley Kunyak.
Junior Wen.
Brecklin Downing.
Trevor Games.
Notion Terranum.
Wyatt Games.
Savannah Seener.
Aaron Henson.
Karen Trong.
Tassel. Tassel down. Tassel down. Matthew Miller.
Alexa Wong.
They called you. Wong. The cards are gone. There we go. Lucy Ryan.
Hannah Zamora.
Jaden Legrone.
Blake Underwood.
Harmony Hammond.
Erica Garcia.
Riverdale.
Aspen Weber.
You know, just it's part of your. You know, you look cute. You're great. Zachary Posotka. Sorry.
Mackenzie Mays.
Cash Gillis. Cash. Yes. You're out.
Sydney Ann Hall.
Nico Nemeth.
Shane Hepner.
Jack Monson. Okay. Jack Monson. Ryan, we gotta go faster.
Maheg Ahmed.
Hayden Mendoza.
MD Islam.
Corbin Wadley.
Kylie Desroches.
RJ Villanueva.
Peyton Kester.
Ethan Peterson. Good job, Ethan.
Kevin No.
Go, Kevin. Ryan Range.
Zachary Drake.
Colin Range.
Spencer Linder.
Austin Seaver.
Alfred Pleschner.
Brecken McCrory.
Youngmin Kwan.
Gus John Allen McDaniel.
Mohammed Shad.
Neural Sammy.
Gracie Kavner.
Bryce Kelly.
Landon Jeffrey.
Kaylee Ilati.
Lucas Hill.
Tanya Taryn.
Cameron Sargent.
Katie Ward.
Kyla Clark.
Jalen Stone.
Ivory Rain Cooper.
Reese Hewlett.
Abigail Michaud.
Josh Chen. Davin Gletcher. Take a picture.
Aspen Todd.
Damon Gilmore.
Sarah Lopez.
Draven Marquez.
Kaylin Walker.
Austin Landis.
Yadira Gomez.
Melina Paletti. Nice job, Melina.
Kayla Maldonado Torino.
Matias Gamero.
Denali Pratt.
Jugad Singh.
Carl Rodill.
Sky Miller.
Dorian Eli Avalia Andrew.
Garen Simonson.
Nick Ignacio.
Alexander Logan.
Colin Simpson.
Jacob Nelson.
Kimberly Marion.
Clayton Montgomery.
Travis Hart.
Gavin Lane.
Wyro Miguel Fernandez.
Ava Marie Garrett.
Omar Sedano.
Ajani Jefferson.
Iris Yembao.
Harjo Singh.
Matthew James Boyle.
Devin Chan.
Yandel Calejas Bonilla.
Leo Richmond.
Barbara Garcia.
Angeles Flores Polanco.
Romy Williams.
Dante Dominguez.
Ella Sissel.
Violet Gibson.
Erica Nazaire.
Bobby Noel Gallion. Yay, Bobby.
Yadira Jimenez Cadenas.
Grayson Sierra Jack.
Carmita Charlene Quasi.
Chase Cotto Bonilla.
Faiza Amreen Ramisa.
Kira Corkin.
Elliot Porter.
Kinsey Hopper.
Chase Cravens.
Felicity Codman.
Gianni Barajas.
Madison Leonard.
Alexander Flores.
Kate Carpenter.
Zeke Norris.
Sydney Shoemaker.
Ethan Beach.
Daryl Miguel Nemedes.
Melina Simmons.
Miles Rogers.
Renton Llewellyn.
Brianna Davila.
Sarah Bowser.
Pablo Quintero.
Aaron Haruska.
To the right. Kevin Mead.
Valence Johns.
Juan Carlo Rivero.
Hayden Ports.
Hunter Bush.
Robert Larkin.
Chloe Duncan. To the right.
Anthony Casali.
To the right. Anthony, right here. Eleanor de los Santos.
Kyle Clark.
Brendan Bowser.
Keith Carlson.
Sophia Becker.
Tyler Oakletree.
Hey, Tyler. Luther Toby.
Carson Avalos.
Dylan Underbrink Smith.
Mackenzie Spicula.
Nisa Thomas.
Julian Schrimpf.
Trinity Ebley.
Kathleen Suzanne Lynn Miller.
Luis Aguirre Dominguez.
Haley Vauchel.
Liliana Sanchez.
Kylie Leonetti Fertel.
Janelle Rodriguez.
Max Moore.
Isabella Ottaviano.
Michaela Cholico.
Megan Solorio.
Abigail Barnes.
Jimena Vire Solorio.
Malcolm Underbrink Smith.
Eric Solorio.
Samuel Trujillo.
Daisy Vire Nunez.
Anagram Colstrup.
Sarah Islam.
Elian Vasquez.
Nemi Garcia.
Stacy Laird.
Maliha Rahman.
Ethan Gardner.
Yadira Hernandez Solis.
Jocelyn Murill.
Caitlin Pang.
Aubrey Sadler.
Rasheen Riza.
James Delabar.
Grant White.
Princess Solorio.
John Kamami.
Elizabeth Ann LaPrairie.
Ahmed Nazar.
Bailey McFarland.
Alex Robinson.
Michael Hernandez.
Matthew Ensweiler.
Bradley Harris Screen.
Zachary Wells.
Caitlin Frias.
Jeremy Fairbanks.
Kevin Arellano.
Sebastian Dye.
Jackson Gromit.
Michael Ramos.
Dean Royer.
Christian Botters. Waters. Christian Waters. Sorry.
Phil Kelly.
True Fate Moran.
Zach Hurley.
Sam Hull.
Sydney Pareja.
Alexis Hansford.
Abigail Phillips.
Kylie Harris.
Nick Jensen.
Rain Hawkes.
Cooper Wilson.
Lynn Burns.
Noah Sandstrom.
Carissa Melton.
Anna Esbady Ceballos Ramirez.
Daisy Rodriguez.
Aiden Clark.
Nicole Zagura.
I got him.
I have him. Ben Hollis. Are you sure?
Are we sure?
Okay, I guess so. We're done.
Okay. Congratulations, McQueen Class of 2023. To our families and friends, after I've dismissed our students, please remain in your seats until all graduates and faculty have exited from the graduation area. Graduates, the turning of a tassel is symbolic of the last pursuit as a class, at which point you will no longer be students but graduates of McQueen High School. United as one, you have completed a chapter in your lives, with many more chapters to come. At my signal, let us count backwards from 5 to 1. You will move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Class of 2023.
Thank you.